All right, what's up, guys? Happy New Year. Hope you're doing great. For those of you that were on with us for the Mentor Mastermind session that happened earlier today, you've already covered this, but I just wanted to make sure I shot a quick video for those of you that didn't make it. Because I know a lot of you guys are traveling. Some of you guys are still kind of getting your sea legs underneath you. I wanted to shoot a quick video with what you must get done, like your must-haves to kickstart 2022 strong. And I'll make this as quick and efficient as possible. Give me a like or live if you happen to be watching this with me live. Give me a like if you're watching it on the replay, and just type in the comments replay if you're watching this on the replay, so I kind of know where this is being picked up midstream. I'm going to make this as quick as possible, but there's three key things I want to make sure that you've got done and that you've got in place to make sure you're ready to hit the ground running in 2022. So this document has been shared with you with links that you guys can use to click in and kind of follow along. Number one, first thing I want to make sure you have is clear goals and targets for 2022. Do not go further than this week without having mapped out the year. Where are you going to go, right? How many clients, how much recurring revenue, and then how does that break down by month? How does that break down by quarter? Give yourself a clear target for January, February, March, and every month thereafter. Success is goals, all else is commentary, right? And if you don't have clear goals, you're just going to wind up getting busy chasing other shiny objects, trying new things, and quickly get off track. And so this sales retention tracking sheet is set up for you guys to very easily put in where you're at right now, what your average client is worth, and plot out on a month-by-month basis how many clients you're going to land, and track, okay, how many clients did we lose? How many clients did we gain? This is an extremely powerful process if you use it, right? And members, reach out to me, reach out to Justin, reach out to the mentors if you have any questions about this or if there's something that's unclear. But I want to make sure all of you guys have your sales retention tracking sheet built and clear so that you can use it, so that you can say, January, here's my target, I'm on track or off track, right? The fact is, we're going to set goals and targets. Sometimes we hit them, sometimes we don't. But the reality is, if you don't take the time to set goals or targets, you're just going to be going with the current. You're going to be going with the wind. You're going to wind up somewhere, but it's probably not where you intended. And this is a powerful process for that. So that's the first thing I want to make sure you have in place. Just put goals and targets in place if you've got that done. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing is, we want a separate document with our key 3 to 5 goals and outcomes, right? I don't know about you, I set a lot of different goals. I have a lot of KPIs. I have a lot of different things that I track. And I use a lot of different tracking mechanisms. I use the sales and retention tracking sheet. I've got like Google Docs where I write stuff down. And what usually happens is you wind up with a ton of stuff and you lose track. So what I want to encourage you to do is create a singular document, either on Google Docs or on Evernote. I'm a big Evernote guy, so I set up an Evernote, and I just call it 2022 goals, 2021 goals, whatever, so that I can know at the end of the year, these were like the 3 to 5 main things I wanted to make sure I got done, and here's where I was when I started. So just create a document and put in there monthly recurring revenue and clients. How many clients, how much recurring revenue will you have at the end of the year? Ideally, the sales and retention tracking sheet helps you figure out a realistic figure for that, but you want to write it down somewhere, because if you change the numbers mid-course throughout the year, you won't remember what that was. And I do encourage putting a little tab, like here's where I was when I started the year, right? So if the goal is to get to 83,000 in monthly recurring, you'd say I want 83,000 monthly recurring with 50 clients, and then a little tab underneath it that says started the year with just 27,000 a monthly recurring and 12 clients, right? Just so it's easy to see, like here was the goal, and you can, at the end of the year, very clearly see, did you hit it or did you not, right? There's nothing more frustrating than, doing great work and having goals but not knowing whether you actually hit them or not. It's also good to be able to share with the team. Like at the end of the year, here's what we said we were going to do, here's what we did, right? And then people rally around that, and you're not just randomly throwing new things out all the time. So the other one I would write down is, what's the total revenue target? How much revenue will the business do, right? Will it do 3 million? Will it do 1 million? Will it do 72,000? John, one of our members, John Victoria, just did million, right? And he's got it on his P&L, and he took a screenshot of it, posted it on Facebook. That's awesome, right? So what's the goal? What's the revenue? And then you can put in there what was the revenue for the previous year. Right? I think you also want to write down what the profit goal is. How much money of that do you want to have as profit, right? And this isn't necessarily something you probably want to scream at the top of the hilltops, but revenue is vanity, profit is sanity. So if the goal is to do $1 million or whatever the number is, how much of that do you want to keep in profit? Are you going to make $250,000? Are you going to make $500,000? Right? Usually it's going to be somewhere between 15 to 30%, 35%. But what's the profit? And I would put it down as a percentage and a dollar figure. So I want $300,000 in profit with 30% profit margin. And then I also encourage you to have a couple of personal goals, right? And could be fitness. I want to get to a certain body fat percentage. It could be net worth, right? You look at your savings today, look at how much your net worth is, and where do you want that to be by the end of the year? Write these things down so that you can revisit them at the end of the year and say, okay, I did it or I didn't, and make it really easy. Make it easy, either a Google Doc, a Word doc, some Google Sheet, whatever it is that you think is easiest. This should be like a simple one-page document where you've got these key metrics that you can look at and really easily access. Now, the last thing I want to make sure that you guys put in place is your 90-day game plan. So it's great to have an annual plan and annual goals, but your mind cannot wrap its head around an annual goal and an annual target, right? You lose track, you lose focus. What you want to do is break this into a 90-day game plan. And so on this document here, all we're going to do is simply put in how many clients do we have at the beginning of the period, how many will we have at the end, what are the key projects, like what are the key 3 to 5 things I need to do right now that are going to move me towards the accomplishment of that, and then what's my reward and my consequence, like what am I going to do when I hit the target, what's the fun celebratory thing I'm going to do, and then what's the consequence, what's the painful thing that I don't want that I'm going to have. And you'll notice I put in here to share with me. Guys, when you share it to JoshNelsonIMC@gmail.com, that triggers my team to grab that and put it into your member folder so that we can help hold you accountable to it, so that we can, when we do our 90-day game plan sessions and our check-ins, we've got these documents and we know kind of where you're at on a quarter-by-quarter basis. So this one, you're just going to go in, you're going to put total number of clients, base recurring revenue. By the end of the quarter, what's the goal? How many clients? How much recurring revenue? What are the key things you must put in place? How are you going to celebrate? What are your consequences? Oh, and the last thing is, who's your accountability buddy, right? At the intensive, we all picked accountability buddies that we're just going to do a 5-minute check-in with once a month. Hey, how's it going? Oh, awesome. Congratulations. Or, hey, no. It's great to know that somebody else knows what your target is, what your reward is, and what your consequence is. And so what I would like you to do is put that name there, and then also send them a quick personal message. Hey, Matt. So mine is Matt Plapp right now. Hey, Matt, how's it coming? Hey, how are you doing towards your goals for the quarter, right? And remember, as a group, we're going to be meeting March 8th, 9th, and 10th in Miami. So there's only about 65 days left. Keep pressing forward towards the accomplishment of that target. So that's it, right? I promise you, if you put these 3 basic things in place, and I want all of you to do it, get these 3 basic things in place, and you'll be in a great place to kick 2022 off strong. So what I want you to do in the comments is put strong in the comments here. If you've got these 3 things done, you've got your goals and targets for the annual plan, you've got those key targets, the 3 to 5 written down on a separate doc that you're going to very easily be able to access, and you've updated your 90-day game plan with like kind of your current snapshot and your 90-day goals and plan and the key actions that you're going to get done. Strong in comments if you're ready to hit the ground running with this, and that's it for now. Let's crush it in 2022. I'll talk to you guys soon.